Hey, high five. We made it here to our campground, Bridge Bay Campground in Yellowstone National Park. This is kind of a bucket list to go to Yellowstone. I have never been here. Tim has never been here.
Actually, I have been.
Oh, you have been?
Yeah, just skied into part of it during the winter, cross-country skied up.
We were just sitting here relaxing after we got our RV set up, and we had some elk that were just right over there, just grazing around some tent sites over there. So that was a fun experience. I also got the experience when I was walking to the restroom. I should have stayed on the paved areas. I took a shortcut on the grass. And there was this really cool looking rock. And we've been looking at a lot of rocks and things at the Grand Tetons. So I stepped right on it, and it did this little crunch and squish, and this green stuff shot up all over. It was just like some big crusted over pile of moose poop or something.
Poop. It was poop.
That was an adventure.
There was something. That's almost TMI, Christine.
I know, but it's part of the adventure. There's the bridge at Bridge Bay. And the tour boat's going out, and the rental boats are coming in. Yellowstone Lake. So, here we are at our campsite at Bridge Bay, and we look out and see a beautiful big bison just grazing right there. People are setting up their tents. Hey, good morning. You gabbing to us? I don't have any food for you, but it's kind of nice listening to you talk. There's lots of ravens here at Yellowstone Park. We're just gonna go to the brink of the upper falls here, start exploring and see what's there. And we met this guy. the brink of the lower falls. This is up above where we were looking at earlier. So we have quite a hike to get back up. We didn't expect this. Just be prepared. We really didn't have a clue what we were getting into. So I just want to let other people know. This is a pretty good hike, but its payoff is amazing. How do you like it, Tim?
Brought to you today by God.
Exactly. So here's our well-worn map of Yellowstone, and we have been camping right here at Bridge Bay Campground. Today we checked out of that campground, drove all along here, and stopped right there in the parking lot of the Old Faithful.
Oh, good. Maybe we'll get a picture.
So that's the tail end of Old Faithful right over there. We just watched that erupt, and I think that's the Old Faithful Inn. We're just sort of exploring around here. Look how clear it is.
Pretty hot.
Yeah. Pretty and hot.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yes. Alka-Seltzer. You say that looks like Alka-Seltzer. Yeah, look at that. And we got to sit there and watch Old Faithful erupt and walked around there, ate our lunch in our camper. Now we have driven right up here and we are at Madison Campground. After 2 days here, we'll be taking this west exit right here. So we've got a couple days here at Madison. We're going to explore some more geysers and hope to see the Grand Prismatic Springs and a lot of other amazing features here at Yellowstone National Park.
It says mud volcano area. Pungent sulfur smells hint at the seething, muddy hydrothermal wonders you will encounter on this trail. The total distance is 2/3 of a mile. And if the trail is less steep if you walk in the direction of the arrows, which is clockwise. And across the road is the Sulfur Cauldron, one of the most acidic springs in Yellowstone. Looks like a dragon's nest.
Yeah. And it's really strong sulfur smell. Kids are like holding their noses saying, "Can we go now?" It's just amazing. So this is Black Dragon's Cauldron. 1948 it sprang into existence and it wiped out this part of the forest and changed the landscape.
This is it blew the trees out by the roots.
Wow. Look at that. So much heat coming from the center of the earth. And we stand right on top of it. It's about 7:30 a.m. We got up early this morning, made it here to Grand Prismatic Spring so we could get a parking space. And I don't know if you can see, but the sky, there's some blue sky up there. I think we're going to have some sunshine.
Tropical water.
It does look like clear blue tropical water. So this is more of Excelsior Geyser. People seem to just disappear into the mist. We think this side looks like caramel chocolate nuts. Across to this side, This is totally different. Totally unusual. Wow. Tim said this looks like the surface of some other planet, but nothing like I've ever seen on this planet. This is the area called Artists Paint Pots. It's a thermal area. This is the walkway at Norris Geyser Basin. We just saw the steamboat geyser. The last time it went off was June 9th of this year. And it's erratic. They don't know when it goes off. It's not like Old Faithful. It's not on a regular schedule. That's okay. Echinus, an acidic geyser. Again, they don't know when it will erupt. It does every so often. It's got a lot of metals. Arsenic, manganese, and aluminum, and iron.
Well, this one has a rather whimsical name. It's the Puff and Stuff Geyser. Funny.
Well, here we are in our campground at Madison in Yellowstone National Park after our last full day of exploring here in the park. Wonderful. We only scheduled 4 nights here in Yellowstone, and we had to do 2 nights at our first campground, which was Bridge Bay Campground, and then we had to move here to Madison. You can kind of see in the background Madison Campground in the park. That only left us really with 2 full days to explore the park. I think we both started getting a little bit anxious, wondering if we'd really be able to experience Yellowstone in that amount of time.
Can we do it?
But
And what do you think?
I do think we exceeded our expectations. We were able to mark off things off the bucket list, so yeah, it worked out pretty well.
We did it! We did?
So well. The other thing is the weather, you know, you don't know what the weather's going to be like, and the weather was really overcast. Almost wondered if it was going to be pouring down rain. It wasn't, but really overcast. So Grand Prismatic Spring was not exactly like all the photographs I've seen of it, but, you know, I'm kind of glad for that actually, because it was an amazing experience. It was so different.
Yellowstone has so much to offer. I mean, I think one could spend months here exploring this park. It's so big and so vast and so varied. But, you know, I would heartily recommend that you keep your expectations and your itineraries realistic.
Be realistic, George.
And allow yourself time to relax, sit back and smell the bison droppings. I mean, roses.
Okay, so thanks for joining us. We're going to end this video out here. We are traveling on to Lewis and Clark Caverns State Park next and making our way home, some other state parks, beautiful areas. So look for the next video.
Hasta la
That's
vista.
it. That looks like Alcatraz stuff.